Today, March 8th, is International Women's Day, and we pay tribute to the women making a difference in local sports all month long here on CNN Philippines. Today, let's have an all-out conversation with PBA Manager for Operations, Rosc Teotico, and referee Janine Nicandro. Magandang umaga. First of all, thank you for being here. Maraming salamat.
Good morning, and thank you, Andre.
No, thank you. I think this is your first time, and you've been. I think you've been here before, diba, sa gabi. But happy International Women's Day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Happy International Women's Day.
Happy International Women's Day to all the ladies. Syempre dito sa mundo ng sports, girl power and lady boss, lady referee,
boss.
Are you used to that by now, or when people call you the lady boss, or?
No, I just take it as is. All as equals.
Okay, well, but of course, you rose from the ranks. You after graduating from college sa UNNP, and then you went marketing, diba, sales.
Yes.
Tapos coaching, tama ba ako? Coaching. And then tell us your story. How did it all start? Because now, of course, when they look at you, diba, Rosc Teotico, PBA Manager for Operations, how did it all start for you? Tell us your story.
It all began when I was in grade school, actually. I started playing basketball in the 7th grade. That was under Coach Julie Amos.
Okay.
And actually, things went full circle from then on. From grade school, I went to play high school, and then through college.
And here are your pictures.
Yes.
Poveda.
Yes. And then after playing for college in UANP, I started coaching. I assisted under Coach Julie first.
Under Coach Julie,
yes.
Okay.
And then that's when I started coaching college women's basketball. So at the same time, I was also heading the sports development program of UANP.
Okay.
And then the WPBA 3x3 for women came.
Yeah.
So I was able to be a part of that that year. And then shortly after, that was when I entered the PBA. So I like to think, really full circle.
Grabe. Yeah. And now PBA for how many years? 7, 8 years?
Turning 7 this July, actually.
Grabe. Turning 7 years. Any regrets?
None at all. No, I mean, the work is work as it is. But, we do what we can. We do what we have to do to, of course, serve the fans, serve the people, and, the players, to bring them to a higher level of play. Yeah.
Do you miss playing? Or which one do you prefer? First of all, do you miss playing?
Yes, definitely.
So would you, if someone says, Ross, can you trade that suit again for the jersey, for the uniform, or are you happy with where you are wearing? Kasi diba, from the uniform, inspiring yun eh. Especially for young girls also starting their careers, or really young girls. Like if there's a young Rosc somewhere, diba, in Poveda also playing basketball, and then now she's wearing a suit, a boss in the PBA, diba?
Well, I'd hope to say that yes, I would, but players, men or women, you only have a certain lifespan to play. But of course, anybody would want to get back to that, like say the glory days. But we have to move forward also, next stage in life, things like that. But
galing.
Of course, nakaka-miss.
Oh, syempre. Pero ang galing, di ba? Ang ganda ng kwento. Di ba, Janine?
Yes.
Syempre, boss eh. Boss.
Yes, sir.
Janine, ikaw naman, kayong dalawa ni Mau or Yoste, sayang wala siya dito ngayon, pero kayong dalawa kumbaga yung masasabi na pioneers or trailblazers. You paved the way. Diba? Totoo, diba? Kasi you paved the way for women referees sa PBA. And sobrang, diba, sa NBA, nalala ko when they had the first female referee, it was a big deal. And it is a big deal. And diba, it's just for a male-dominant sport, a league, and to have female referees, diba, na tama lang, dapat marami pa.
Yes.
So, with you, paano nagsimula yung career mo, of course? Let's trace back your roots, and how did you get the call na, sige, ikaw magiging, kumbaga, female referee kasama ni Mau dito sa PBA?
It started 2014 eh. Someone just invited me to try the academy, the tryouts, the workouts of the reps. So I just go to the office, apply like a regular job.
Okay.
Give my resume. Like that. Akala ko before, parang ordinaryong trabaho lang siya. Pero iba eh. Iba siya. So, because I love sports, basketball.
Siyempre.
So, pinursu ko siya hanggang ngayon nandito pa rin ako. So, PBA referee din yung nagdala sa akin sa PBA.
Okay.
So,
Sabi mo iba. Bakit iba? Bakit iba yung, kumbaga, sabi mo, di ba, iba yung experience. Nagulat ka ba? More of na culture shock? Bakit iba?
culture shock din.
Kasi?
Nagulat ako kasi yung adjustments every game and yung pakikisama kasi halos lahat talaga lalaki. So yung nature ng lalaki kasi talaga iba sa babae. So medyo doon ako nag-adjust. And yung kung paano ka kausapin, the way they talk. So yung kailangan malawak yung pang-unawa mo.
Mahaba yung pasensya
Yeah,
mo.
pasensya din and yung understanding talaga. So luckily, nandito si Ma'am Rosc and yung iba din sa office. Marami din namang female employees sa office, so they support us. Ate mo also. So parang kami din yung nagbibigay ng motivation and na to continue.
Oo, na syempre tibayan yung loob. Naalala ko laging sinasabi, kailangan matibay yung sikmura mo.
Yes.
Kailangan malakas yung loob mo. Di ba? Pasok dito, labas dito.
Yeah.
Tapos basta you stick to the job and you know yourself na alam mo naman kung ano yung ginagawa mo talaga as a referee and yung officiating. Wala, di ba? Tama naman yung ginagawa mo. So ilang years na? 9? 8 years?
We're same, almost 7. Going 7.
Tanong ko sa'yo yung tinanong ko sa kanya. May regrets?
None.
Eto, dahil alam mo naman natin sa, 'di ba, sa liga or any league naman or sa PBA, may minsan yung emotions, 'di ba? Minsan ako hindi ako nakalaro sa PBA or kahit na na parang na UAP, pero yung kahit sa mga liga-liga lang eh. Ref, ano ba 'yan? Ano yung pinaka hindi mo memorable para sa iyo? Sino? Kung ayaw mo sabihin yung pangalan ng coach o player, yung nasabi sa'yo na, Ref, ano ba yan? Mali yung tawag mo.
Gusto ko sanang sabihin,
Sabihin
kaso
mo!
nandito si
Okay daw.
Coming from player and coach, na they tell na pang kusina ka lang.
Talaga?
Yeah, you don't belong here. Ganun. So, sa kusina ka na lang. So, ano bang alam mo dito? So, that was during my first game, very first game. So, I think they were just trying
Ang kusina?
Yeah. They were just
Mataba ba yan? Mataba ba yun?
Magluto ka na lang, parang gano'n. Yeah.
Pero hindi naman, wala namang foul language or na...
Wala naman.
Hindi ka na...
Wala.
naman. Okay. Dahil, di ba, pag sinasabi natin yung mga players din, like kung I remember talking to Andre Karakut kasi under kay Coach Yeng Giao, 'di ba? Siyempre kilala si Coach Yeng Giao, sometimes he will really get under your skin.
Yes.
But siyempre hindi naman personalan 'yun eh. It's more of trying, siyempre sa players, just trying to motivate you. 'Di ba? Naalala ko din si Bo Belga kwento sa akin, sinabi daw, ikaw pa face out ka na. Sabi kay Bo Belga, malakas ka na. Ikaw, ano yung may mga experience ka ba na gusto mong i-share? Specifically with Coach Yeng or any coaches na kind of got under your skin?
So,
Wala naman.
parang yung nabanggit ko kanina, yun na yung pinaka tumatak na lang din sa utak ko eh.
Okay.
I think that's it.
Okay. Hindi naman yung foul, yung kumbaga...
Wala namang foul words na. So yun na yung pinaka mabigat, I think.
Question for both of you. If we consider yung pagiging babae ninyo, what are the challenges that you had to go through to be where you are right now? And naging issue ba, like especially for you, Rosc, was it an issue of you being a female, or did you ever feel that way with what you had to go through to be where you are right now?
Well, I think with anywhere or with anything that gets in front of you, you attain it by getting through challenges also. So
Yeah, yeah.
yes, things were not easy at the beginning because you're also trying to prove that you can do this and you can deliver. After some time, you just go with what you do, stick by it, and slowly they'll be able to see how you are, who you are, and what you're able to achieve, accomplish. More so, how you deliver those things.
Yeah.
So, I guess issues, it will always be, or more so like, oh, this is a man's sport, things like that. But at the end of the day, I think there are more and more people out there who are very welcoming and open-minded that we do have women's basketball or we do have women's sports as counterparts to the men's sports that are already present. And I think there are many achievements that women have already gone and taken in.
Of course,
So,
yes.
I think it's a matter of understanding and being more open to these things to be able to see that yes, women can achieve what men have, or I don't know, maybe even surpass.
Even greater. Yeah.
There.
Candidate number 10. Thank you. That's sagot pang beauty queen. No, that's what you said. I agree 100%. Ikaw naman, Janine, ano yung kumbaga challenges, I'm sure ang dami mong pinagdaanan na challenges to get where you are right now, to be one of the pioneer female referees sa PBA?
Yes, I accept the truth na you guys men's are stronger physically than us, but we women's, we are also trying. That's the reality. Women's, we always try to get closer or to be get even with you. So during workout, during games, lagi kong iniisip na kapantay ko sila. Kapantay ko yung mga boys na I can do then yung mga ginagawa nila. So challenge is during game, there are people, but hindi ko sinasabing lahat na minamaliit or binibilittle kami as an official. So I think that's one. But inside the court, we are not women. We are referees. Hindi ka babae inside the court, referee ka inside the court. So we apat inside the court. We are all referees.
Well, dami pa tayo. We still have 10 minutes left here on the show. Let's take a quick break. Time out muna tayo. Sandali. Kung gusto nyo uminom ng tubig, inom muna tayo sandali. Let's take a quick break, but our conversation with PBA Manager for Operations, Rosc Teotico, and referee Janine Nicandro will continue when we return. Today is International Women's Day, March 8th. Stay tuned to Sports Desk, only here on CNN Philippines, where we go all out for the day's top sports stories. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Sports Desk, only on CNN Philippines. Our guest for today, of course, International Women's Day, is PBA Manager for Operations, Ms. Rosc Teotico, and referee, Ms. Janine Nicandro. Konting background lang tayo, syempre, for women and for our viewers watching who also, kumbaga, who are inspired by your stories. At gusto din, syempre, ang dami din naman na gustong pumasok din sa PBA. And of course, di ba, gusto din maging lady boss, balang araw, like this. Bakit? Totoo naman na. Okay. Sabi ko nga sa'yo, kanina I asked for your story and you started playing basketball. But if we go back to your roots talaga, like growing up, were you really a sporty kid growing up? Your background, your family background, that's why it also paved the way to lead you to the world of sports, world of basketball.
I think it contributed, yes. But before basketball, I was into other sports as well. So there was karate. Well, there was also ballet.
I think di naman mawawala ang ballet.
But you
Mga
know,
kapatid ko nag-ballet din
yeah. So combining those,
Yeah.
combining everything else until I started basketball,
Yeah.
I think the variety of
Yeah.
things helped you be more diverse in
Yeah.
what you can actually do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Janine, ikaw, ever since ba, yun ba ang pinangarap mo? Like, nung bata ka, pag tinanong ka, ano yung, kumbaga, di ba, yung mga iba, anong gusto mo paglaki? Doctor, lawyer, di ba? Ikaw, when you were young, nung bata ka, Janine, ang gusto mo paglaki? Mag-basketball at maging...
No. No. Hindi ko siya pinangarap.
Okay.
Ang pangarap ko before, nag-aaral pa ako, maging teacher or police.
Teacher, police. Okay. And then, paano ka nalinya nga doon? Alam kong...
Because basketball, sports helped me to graduate, to finish my study.
Kasi nag-varsity.
Yeah. So, hanggang sa... nagustuhan ko yung basketball. Kasi before, my sport is volleyball. College na...
Talaga? Anong posisyon?
Outside.
Outside hitter. Lakas ka pumalo. Inspire ka pala eh.
Di naman. So, ayun. Hanggang sa college, basketball na. So,
Pwede mo palang paluin yung player pag nagreklamo. Hindi foul yun. O, ito.
Tapos kinabukasan, wala na akong trabaho.
Para sa inyong dalawa, ano yung kumbaga your vision or your advocacies for women who want to be also in the world of sports? Rosc, you.
For me, I guess it's more exposure for women in sports. Well, I guess also, especially for women's basketball. To have a professional league as well for women's basketball.
Like WNBA.
Yes. Here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
And also, at the same time, for lady referees to come into the sport as professional referees as well.
Janine.
Same with her WPBA, if ever. Sana magkaroon.
Tingin nyo gaano kalayo pa tayo doon? Realistically.
I don't know if I can give like a concrete answer in terms of like number of years.
You don't see it like 3, 5...
Come to think of it, we've already had it. WPBA. I think 2017. 2017. And I think it's a matter of being able to have more backers, believers,
supporters, and to gain more traction also. Para syempre, more players will be interested. And di ba? Kasi ang dami natin mga magagaling na players coming out of college, UAAP man o NCAA man or any other league man na, di ba, na kumbaga could form a league as well. And a competitive one at that. Ano masasabi nyo naman sa mga other players or female players na who go outside the country and compete there? Perfect example, Jack Daniel Animam and other players who, what's your take on that? Like them finding leagues to play or teams to play in other countries?
I think it's a win-win for them and for us. That's more exposure for Philippine women's basketball as well. I think it's also like a chicken and egg thing where they see the talent of women's basketball elsewhere and it might hopefully start something here at the same time and say we can continue this moving forward.
Ikaw naman, Janine, suporta mo yung mga, syempre...
Yeah, of course. As a Filipina, I'm very proud.
Of course,
Also, in officiating, there are also female na go outside the countries.
Today is International Women's Day. Before we say goodbye, what makes, this is the question we ask, syempre, to our guests. Rosc, what makes an empowered woman?
I think what makes an empowered woman is the confidence she has to be able to move forward despite the adversities she's faced with.
Payo nyo, ikaw, Janine, payo mo sa lahat ng mga babaeng gusto sumunod sa yapak mo, sa yapak ni Ma'am Rosc, na syempre, kung kaya nila, kaya din namin.
Just trust the process. And process includes mistakes, downfall, and control the controllables only. So yung mga kaya mong lang baguhin, and dun ka mag-focus. And just keep on trying.
Maraming salamat for being here today. Kulang pa lang 30 minutes, no? But thank you. And happy International Women's Day. I will see you at the games.
Thank you, yes.
Si Janine, hindi ko may istorbo pag nag-referee kasi in the zone eh.
Mahirap na, baka malingat ako, ay may foul. Sabihin ko, tinawag ko eh.
Tinawag ako ni Andre. But thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you
for having us.
For being here, Ross. And thank you, Janine, also for being here. Next time, si Mau, isama ninyo. Again, we just spoke to PBA manager Manager for Operations, Ma'am Rosc Teotico, and referee, Ms. Janine Nicandro.